We have Truth Martini as well out of Ohio.
The 300 show is a very impressive matchup between Chris Sabin and Danny Daniels. Throw in Truth Martini, and you've got a three-way dance that's guaranteed to be phenomenal.
We've seen some great wrestling already tonight from the likes of Nate Webb and Austin Aries, Jorge Estrada and Ken Anderson. And we're going to get more of the same right here in a three-way dance.
Danny Daniels.
Yeah, baby!
He doesn't quite get the reaction as he strolls through the fans.
Come on, baby! Danny Daniels putting in an excellent matchup against the new infant show, Jerry Lynn, Ultra Style Splash Weekend. Has proven to these fans why he deserves to be in the top ranks of the wrestling end of the IWA Mid-South. He doesn't really swing chairs or light tubes or break tables with the hardcore division. But we can handle Truth Martini making his way back to the IWA Mid-South. Trained out of Lima, Ohio, the Body Slammers Wrestling Gym. Truth Martini, the smallest of the three men in this contest, weight-wise. Not quite sure about height. Daniels may be on the short end of the stick, no pun intended, in that department, but Chris Sabin definitely with the strength advantage. And here he is, trainee of Scott Demore up in Windsor. Will be competing in this year's ECWA Super 8 tournament for Jim Kettner out in Delaware.
Only the finest get invited to the Super 8, and Chris Sabin's going to be there this year.
But the finest of the fine get invited to the Ted Petty Invitational. And no doubt he'll be a part of that this year as well. We're going to have 24 in the TPI this year, but Jim Fannin introduced these three.
Gentlemen, this next contest is a three-way dance elimination match. Introducing first, from Chicago, Illinois, he is Danny Daniels.
Surprising number of cheers for Danny Daniels.
The second competitor in this matchup, weighing in at 182 pounds from Detroit, Michigan, he is Truth Martini. And the third competitor in this matchup, also from Detroit, Michigan, he is Chris Sabin.
All three of these men have shown the IWA fans and everybody watching on Smart Mark Video during the past several months what they can do, that they're great scientific wrestlers. This should be a treat right here. As the Danny Sucks chant goes up, but he really doesn't. He can get the job done in that ring.
Quite the competitor. He proved it to Jerry Lynn. He's quite the athlete. If you can keep up with Jerry Lynn, you've got to be considered one of the top in the sport.
Three-way lockup. Either man with an advantage. Two-way lockup. Two-way lockup again. Do-si-do into an arm drag. Duck of the clothesline. Japanese arm drag by Danny Daniels for Chris Sabin. Doing jumping jacks, but turning his back to his two opponents. Danny Daniels, baby. Chop, baby. Right across the chest. Double chops by both men, so that would be 4. Atomic drop, inverted. Big running knee. Front flip neck breaker, borrowing a page out of Chris Hero's playbook. Danny Daniels is down. Double drop kick to the side of the head of Danny Daniels. He's in a world of hurt, not knowing where he's at, but he's out on the concrete floor. Side headlock grab by Truth Martini. Sent to the ropes by Chris Sabin. Tackle knocks him down. Step over by Truth. Leapfrog by Sabin. Catches the boot of Truth Martini. Chop across his chest. Chris Sabin with Martini sent to the ropes. Sent up. Flying in scissors by Truth Martini. Sabin catches the boot, dragon screw leg whip. And they come face to face, but don't see Danny Daniels on the top rope. Drop kick for both of his opponents.
One of the things with the three-way dance, normally you would take advantage of your opponent, but Danny Daniels is going to kind of look at who's he going to go after. But now he's got Chris Sabin, but not only does he have to worry about Chris Sabin, he's got to worry in the back of his mind what Truth Martini's up to.
And a three-way dance, you got to keep in mind that while you might be inflicting a punishment on one of your opponents, there's another guy just waiting to jump you from behind. As now Daniels going for a bulldog. Combination bulldog clothesline right there by Daniels, taking down both of his opponents, but only two. Again, this is an elimination style matchup. Only one man will walk away from this matchup with his hand raised. Two men will walk away with losses.
Danny Daniels should be taking the time to run his mouth here to the fans, but he's got two competitors like Chris Sabin and Truth Martini, especially when both want to kick his ass to win.
Daniels rolling through with these fisherman suplexes with a twist that time. Now turns his attention to Truth Martini. Waist lock, but Truth is blocking it. Daniels trying to break free of the waist lock by Martini now. Sends Truth into the ropes, shot to the lower back. German suplex by Daniels. Holding on to Truth. Picking him up and planting him right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, but he kicks out of it. Meanwhile, Sabin regrouping in the corner. Still holding on to his head. He might have been knocked a little bit loopy there. He's going up, baby! But he forgot about Sabin, who now has Daniels on his shoulders, but he wiggles out of that position. Daniels sent right into the midsection of Truth Martini on the top rope. Sabin now going for belly to back suplex into a backbreaker across the knee. Sabin climbing to the top rope. Top rope Rana onto the body of Danny Daniels. Truth Martini inadvertently doing a senton onto Daniels. Sabin goes for the cover, but Daniels is able to kick out. Now lateral press on Martini. Truth kicks out. Sabin in control, two men down. Sabin now with Daniels. Reversal of the whip into the ropes. Comes off, duck of the clothesline. Springboards off of that second rope and a DDT. Sabin showing why he's getting just as much press as he's getting these days. Indian Deathlock, but Truth Martini back on his feet. Sabin catches the boot, spins him around. Northern Light suplex with the Indian Deathlock on a near fall. Yeah, I'll applaud that one. Held on to the Indian Deathlock on Danny Daniels while executing the Northern Light suplex on Truth.
You got to question the logic of Truth Martini going after Chris Sabin there. He had Danny Daniels in the Indian Deathlock, who possibly may have submitted. Truth should have just let him try to give up, because if Danny Daniels
One, two.
Because if Danny Daniels gave up, that's one less person Truth Martini's got to worry about.
Big boot to the back of Daniels and a boot to the face as he bounces right back off the ropes, and Truth Martini now in control of the contest. Chop across the chest of Sabin, reversal of the whip into the ropes, flying head scissors into an EDT. Beautiful maneuver by Truth. And now Truth in control. Headbutt to Danny Daniels. Keeps him down, now focusing again on Sabin. Two handfuls of hair, going for the double noggin knocker, double block, double elbow to the midsection. And comes back off the ropes with a double elbow, knocking his two opponents down. Double your pleasure, double your fun. We're gonna have two pinfalls before this one's over with.
Speaking of double the pleasure, Lucy and Lollipop in the house.
Yes, they are.
Just thought I'd say that.
Lucy will be coming out in just a few minutes. Couple more matches to go before our main event. Chris Hero versus Raven. And Truth now going to town. Not just 10 punches in the corner, he's up to about 20 right now. But Sabin plants him with a powerbomb, taking his eyes off of Danny Daniels. To the top rope he goes. Sabin staggers into a cross body block, but momentum rolling through with it, holding on. Modified hero sandwich number 2. Backbreaker across the knee by Sabin. Hooks the leg, too. But Daniels able to kick out. We haven't seen many attempts by these men to break up any pinfall attempts, possibly because it is an elimination style matchup. Beautiful drop kick by Sabin with precision. Got a lot of height on that kick. Only 2. And Truth focusing his attack on Sabin now. Daniels making his way back to his feet. Once again off the ropes, but this time they catch him before he's able to land any elbows and plant Truth Martini right down into the mat.
Big powerbomb.
Sabin focusing on Daniels. Jockeying for position now. Sabin sets Daniels up on the top rope. Open hand slat down across the chest of Danny Daniels. Softening up that midsection, but again, taking his eye off Truth Martini, who now has Sabin. Center of the ropes, reversal of the whip. Off the ropes, kick to the shoulder region of Chris Sabin. Truth Martini, cross body block, but they get hung up in the ropes as Daniels now standing up on the second rope as Martini and Sabin are out on the concrete floor. This could be an opportunity for Danny Daniels if he can regain his bearings. He hit a high-impact, high-risk maneuver here. To the top, Daniels goes. Loses his footing a little bit, though, as Sabin and Martini battle out on the concrete amongst themselves. Front flip, senton. Takes out both men on the floor by Danny Daniels. This has been a tremendous match thus far. No clear-cut advantage for either of the 3. All 3 still in this matchup. Danny Daniels with a great maneuver off the top rope to the floor, taking out his 2 opponents. Got to bring it back into the ring now.
Danny Daniels seems to have the slight advantage. Remember, he's got to pin both. Well, both men have to be pinned, so he's going to have to take care of both guys before he can get the victory.
Rolls Sabin into the ring as Truth Martini. Fans, what's he doing? Backslide, but only a 2 count, and Truth is going for a ladder. Bridge up in the ring by Sabin. Struggling for positioning on this backslide. Catches the boot of Danny Daniels, throws it down. Both men going for the drop kick to the ladder. But holding on to the ladder and unleashing it on his 2 opponents is Truth Martini, now bringing the ladder back into the ring. Setting it up on the bottom rope, excuse me. Truth Martini, I don't know what he's looking to do right here, but we're about to find out. Launches himself off the ladder. Tope con hilo.
Like a cat.
Now, if we still had a gimpy bottom rope, that wouldn't have worked. He wouldn't have been able to use the bottom rope for some spring. But thank you to IWA ring crew, having it in tip-top shape. Plants both men with DDTs on the concrete, utilizing the ropes for some leverage.
Truth Martini loves him some springboard.
He loves him some springboard.
Off the ropes there. Back springing off the ropes.
Pitches Daniels back into the ring. Still have that ladder up on the apron. Martini to the top. Sabin out on the floor. Missile drop kick connects. Hooks the leg, 2. Daniels kicks out. Truth sets up that ladder. Forearm to the jaw of Danny Daniels. Trying to whip him into the ladder. Puts on the brakes. Ducks underneath the attempt. Boot to the midsection by Daniels. Reversal of the whip. Muhammad gets the fuck out of dodge. Catches the legs of Truth Martini while Chris Sabin climbing to the top rope. Slingshot. Truth comes off. Laying Truth across his knees for Sabin to drop the leg. Daniels going for the cover. but Truth able to kick out. I don't know if that was a strategic double team maneuver, but it worked.
Danny Daniels tried to take advantage of it. He didn't waste any time. He didn't go after Chris Sabin. He went for the pin, which was the smart thing to do. Unfortunately for him, he didn't get it.
Triple count applied by Muhammad. Daniels and Sabin back to their feet now. Chop across the chest by Daniels, but Sabin fires back with 2 chops, 2 forearms, more chops, and a boot. He's a house of fire in there. As Daniels down in the corner, turns his attention to Truth Martini now. All 3 men doing a very good job of trying to stay focused and unleash attack on both of their opponents and not really take their eyes off the 3rd man in the ring. And a tornado DDT and head scissors combination. Excellent and innovative maneuver by Truth Martini. Has the ladder propped up in the corner now. Shining kick right upside the nose of Danny Daniels, basically.
The noggin.
Gonzo. Sabin takes the boot. Truth trying to walk the ladder, it looked like. But Sabin counters it and suplexes him, and his leg just hits steel right there.
Truth Martini might be thinking his choice of bringing that ladder into the ring.
Butterflies the arms of Martini into a pile driver. That's got to be an elimination right there. And it is. Truth Martini, some great athleticism shown, some excellent innovation from Martini, but he is the first man eliminated from the match. It is Chris Sabin and Danny Daniels. Misses the plancha to the floor as Daniels able to sidestep him. 13 minutes of high-impact wrestling from these 3 men. It is down to Sabin and Daniels now.
Who had quite the impressive matchup at the 300th show back in January.
And as Truth Martini's making his way back to the locker room, he is getting an ovation from these fans, well deserved. One of the best matches on the card thus far, in my opinion. And we still have more to come. And this matchup has another elimination to go as Daniels climbing the ladder. Sabin meets him, rams him into the top rung of that ladder. Sunset bomb off the ladder by Sabin, but can he follow up? Can he go for a cover? He does. 1, 2. Daniels able to kick out of it. Sabin picks Daniels up. Butterflies the arms, looking for that pile driver, but Daniels uses leverage to block it. Knee to the midsection of Chris Sabin. Tombstone pile driver, this could be it. He hits it. He hits the tombstone pile driver, hook of the leg. But Sabin kicks out. Daniels has been using the tombstone pile driver as his finishing maneuver in recent weeks. Not able to put away Sabin. Goes for a cover again, but again, able to kick out of it is Chris Sabin.
He can't let that get to him. He can't get frustrated. He just needs to stay on top of his game and try to put away Chris Sabin any way he can.
Forearm to the side of the head and the jaw of Chris Sabin. Daniels with him up on his shoulder. Swings him around, but landing on his feet. Sabin ducks under the attempt, butterflies the arms. That's the jumping pile driver. Could that be it right here? 1, 2. Daniels kicks out.
Chris Sabin kicking out of the tombstone pile driver, which Danny Daniels has been using. Danny Daniels then in turn kicks out of the pile driver that Chris Sabin used to finish off Truth Martini moments earlier.
And the double count applied by Robert Lemke. Sabin the first man back to his feet and the first to connect with a forearm, but Daniels fighting back. Brutal shot by Sabin. And another one from Daniels. Spins around, elevated. And again, his leg and his ankle caught in that ladder. But Daniels trying to stay on his feet. Tiger suplex with a bridge. 2. But Daniels able to get out of it. Back and forth we've gone. And I didn't know this was a three-way ladder match, but it's become it. Anything goes in the IWA. Couple of stomps down onto the back of Danny Daniels. Sabin, what's he looking to do? Walking the ladder, but Daniels holds on, stays on his feet. Elbow to the jaw of Sabin. Now propping that ladder up where he'd like it. Daniels comes running with a forearm, connects with Chris Sabin. But Sabin fighting his way out of the corner. Exchanging just brutal, hard-hitting forearms, these two. Sabin walking the ladder, but Daniels has him up on his shoulders. Sits down with it. Rubik's Cube, 2 and 3. An excellent matchup. Danny Daniels.
Very impressive maneuver, very impressive win.
A modified assault driver of sorts. Electric chair drop. A move that Chris Hero has been using as of late. Calls it the Rubik's Cube. Danny Daniels puts it to use and gets the victory against Chris Sabin in an excellent display of why Truth Martini, Danny Daniels, and Chris Sabin are three of the best technical wrestlers in the Midwest today.